Hello, America, and the rest of the world. Hi, everyone. Colleen here, back with another live. It is January 30th, which means it's around the end of the month. One more day. All my ADFers, my happy ADFers, unite in the comments. Tell me how it's been, how it's going, how it's hanging. I have a lot of updates. But the title of this live is the magic, what happens when you trust the process. And you ever heard the saying, a watched pot never boils? A watched pot never boils. It's really important. The moment you decide to stop worrying about whatever it is on your mind. Thank you. Hi, Maria. Hi, Bianca. The moment you decide to take a step back from whatever is ailing you, whatever you are having anxiety over, the moment you step back and just let things be instead of pressuring it, it happens 10 times faster. Why? Because you remove time. Time is that pesky little critter that will either make you or break you, especially when it comes to a weight loss journey. And the word journey means it takes time. Okay? If we could microwave weight loss, we would have done that by now. Even the magic pills and the magic shots, they take time. You think these people are getting shot up and losing 20 pounds in 4 weeks? It's no, they're not. They're not, unless they're like massively morbidly obese. And that's the body just like, yes, thank God. For everyone else, it's going to take time to get where you want to go. Whether it's to finish school, whether it's to get the promotion, whether it's to lose the weight, whether it's to find the person, everything takes time. Finding a lovely house, finding the right car, it takes time. And it's usually when you're not pressuring the timing of this process, does it magically land in your lap, because you're focusing on other things. So the magic happens when you trust the process. What does trusting the process look like? It means taking your time. It means doing what you're supposed to be doing. It means putting the scale away. It means knowing that you're in the right direction, you're doing the right thing. Okay? It means listening to your intuition. But a lot of us ignore intuition. We self-sabotage, which is unfortunate because either we're scared of failure, we're scared of success, we don't know what's on the other end of the rainbow, we're afraid to find out. We are trapped in victim mentality. But if you're doing what you're supposed to do, you're going to get what you deserve. You're going to get what you get. All you have to do is do what you need to do. Which brings me around to the sponsor of this video. Guess what, guys? I have a sponsor. And the sponsor for this video is me. I'm the sponsor. And I wanted to tell y'all, for those who have waited a while, I have a book. I made a book, y'all. And this video is sponsored by the Fast to Feast ADF guide. Um, if this is a long time in the making, and I can't believe I'm an author. Like, what? Huh? What? When? Where? Yeah. This book is in. Thank you so much, y'all. This book is in collaboration with my editor, Ava Monroe. She's actually an ADFer as well, and we connected since last year. And she and I have been working on this guide. To her be the glory, because I'm super duper ooper proud of this. Do you see that? She thick. She thick, y'all. So 2024, I'm bringing you this Fast to Feast ADF guide. So here's what this book will provide to you. Okay. This book has every chapter I've ever spoken about in the entirety of my catalog of videos, condensed the really important parts, put it in one place, all in my voice. And I am truly, truly proud of this. That this is the guide. There's nothing left out of this guide. And I was like, she thick, she thick. It's a substantial book, but you will not be disappointed. Y'all, I'm shaking because it's like, wow. Thank you guys so much. Chapter 1 starts with my story. I give you the background on how I even came across ADF. It describes what is ADF, which is alternate day fasting. It breaks it down. It tells you the who, what, where's, when's, and why's. I talk about what we call treat fasting and strict fasting, which is, clean and dirty, but we call it treat and strict fasting. I talk about mistakes to avoid, talking about your why, how long before you see results, helpful hacks, self-love, talking about the magic of the mindset, which is really important. The benefits, which I just did a video on the benefits. Here is a book you could refer to, you could write in, you could highlight, you could pinpoint, refer back to it. This is truly a reference book, because all the gems I've ever spoken on YouTube has been condensed and put into this very efficient, very succinct guide. And this one is a big one. Non-scale victories. I love talking about non-scale victories with you guys. Don't just depend on the scale, and why that is. Everything in this book is just, I'm super proud of. Also, how to restart. Maintenance. When you finally get to that goal, you have the maintenance chapter. And of course, I had to include journaling, the importance of tapping into yourself, and goal setting. So at the back, you have a part where you can make goals, do a little self-reflection. You can talk about what day you're on as far as fasting and feasting. And you have a section for some journaling. Okay. And that's me on the back. Wow, I'm an author, y'all. To God be the glory. To the glory be to Ava. And you can order it now o'clock if you are interested. The first 50 people to order will get a free gift with their purchase. There's also an e-guide if you don't want or need a physical copy, but the physical, like, you could always just open it up and just be like, what did she say again? Or when was it I could do that? Oh, This is a good one, y'all. And the great thing about this book is that it is specifically for ADF. So you know how there's books like, Dr. Mindy Peltz and Jen Stevens, and everybody's talking about just intermittent fasting. This is specifically for the ADFer, because we're ADF community. So yeah, Fast to Feast. The link is down below. You can order it on the website, and we also take international orders. Just email, and all that information is down below. Once again, thank you, Colleen Turner, for sponsoring Colleen's book. Yeah, I'm an author, y'all. Like, that's wild. Like, that's my name. That's my the magic happens when you trust the process. When Ava reached out to me last year, I didn't you know what I told her? I told her no. I literally was like, yeah, I don't have time for that. And you know what's funny is Ava was like, I don't need much from you. I want you to work with me, approve what you want to, and I'll take care of most of it. We work together, but I don't need much from you. Because at that point, I was working an overnight job. I was a full-time student, a mom, sleep deprived, an editing YouTuber, not like the live YouTuber I am right now. So I had also work to do as a YouTuber. And you want me to what? Oversee a book? I told Ava no. Ava wrote me back and she was like, listen, I'll take care of it. And I was like, what do I have to do? She was like, listen, just look at this. We'll do this together. And we did it together, and she made it happen. And you can order it in the website down below. The magic happens when you trust the process. When I tell you I never thought that would happen, that's wild. That's wild. So let me get into my notes because I have a lot of updates. So we did the 7-day challenge. I lost 6 pounds. That was cute. I love that for me. I had continued on until the week before my period, which I'm currently on. What day am I on? Let me check the day. Yeah, and if you're coming in, hit the like button for me, please. Hit the like button for an author in the house. I am on day 6 of my cycle. Wow, that went fast. So I recently did a 36-hour fast the other day. But recently, when I was doing my premenstrual week, y'all, the link takes you to a different book on Amazon. Oh, the link should be taking you like to the website, thefasttofeastguide.com. Does it not? Let me check. Yeah, the Fast to Feast. It's the number one link. The premenstrual week, I had started dabbling in low carb. Y'all, low carb is the truth. Not the truth with 2 F's, y'all. I will never deny the power of some low carbing. I will tell you that. The way my stomach is flat, it's just like I'm like, really? But here's the thing, when you combine low carbing with fasting, it truly is, it's truly the way to go. Like I really wanted to like rice for life forever, but I can't. It's for me personally, I realized that plant-based is not ideal for my body, and that carbohydrates is not. Ava texted me. I love you, Ava. And carbohydrates aren't best for me. I realize my body likes some red meat and low carbs. And these are things you have to listen to your body. There's a lot of people not respecting their body because your body will tell you what it likes and what it doesn't like. We all want to think that there's one size fits all. It's no such thing as one size fits all. And that's why I tell you, if ADF doesn't work for you, that's okay. As long as you tried it and you're like, okay, I could see myself doing this until I get to my goal weight, great. But sometimes ADF is not for everyone. Sometimes they need 24, sometimes they need 5-3, sometimes they need a shorter fast. Sometimes they need a little bit longer just to tap into those fat stores more. It's not for everybody, right? One diet doesn't fit all. There's people that thrive on vegan, plant-based. Okay, I like to say plant-based more because vegan could also have junk food. I like to say plant-based. There's people that thrive on plant-based. I like the idea of plant-based. I really do. But my body is craving red meat. And I'm not even a red meat eater like that. But it wants the nutrients that lays within it. Okay? There's a lot of people that are plant-based, but there's always bloated. There's something within that your body doesn't respond to well. Take note of that. Either remove something, add something to help you process all these vegetables or something, or you might want to try a different approach. Maybe try less cruciferous vegetables and try more leafy greens. You know, you have to play around with what works for you. So I realize what works for me is a bits of red meat, fish, and I love a good salad. Anything my body could digest easily, it likes. I've been downing some cauliflower rice, love it. A lot more peppers and that kind of stuff. When I tell you, I've been having a really fun time being low carb. I've gathered all these Pinterest recipes and y'all, I've had so much more energy. And it's wild to me that it's really wild to me that a little diet change like, cutting back on carbs really made that difference. It really did. And doing low carb, and when I say low carb, it's like it's lower carbs. I'm not eating overt starches such as yams and rice and dumpling and that kind of stuff. I'll still have some sweet potato here and there, maybe sprinkled in a salad, and I'll still have some fruit. Um, that kind of stuff. I'll have, yogurts and such. But it's amazing the difference and the ease that occurs. And when I started, like I really went that week of low carb when I was PMS on my PMS week, I started trusting the process a lot more. I really started trusting my decision making skills a lot more. I started trusting my willpower more. I started I let go of the scale and I started to understand really that each meal that I have is literally a step in the right direction. Because every morning when I woke up, my stomach wasn't inflated. I didn't feel groggy. I didn't I was having really great bowel movements. My skin looks beautiful more than ever. Um I'm just really the diet matters. The diet really matters. The diet really matters for me personally. And low carbohydrate, I have to remain it probably forever. Like really, no, seriously. Today is the first day I broke out, and I'm not calling it a diet because it's not a diet to me. It's literally going to be just the way I eat. Like it's not a diet for me. I live a low carb life because I'm not doing it to lose weight. I'm doing it to feel well, and the weight loss will come. You understand? Um, but doing this, it makes me understand. Like, yeah, I I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, which means I'm gonna get where I'm supposed to go. I know it. So I put the scale away. I literally pushed it under the bed. The last time I weighed myself, I was up 2 pounds from the end of the challenge. It was I at the challenge I was 188. When I went on it, maybe a couple days before my low carbing, I was 190. And I was like, you know what? Let me put this MFing scale away because whew, I can't deal with it. I refuse to let a device mess with my goals, my mental health. Like I'm not doing it. So yeah, I've been so happy. And yeah, today was the first day I kind of broke out of the low carb because at work we had a appreciation lunch, and so they took us all out to the best pizzeria in Jersey. And they also had like a chicken salad, which I munched on and crunched on, but they had white pizza. And y'all, my favorite pizza is white pizza. So I had a couple slices of that. And today was the first day I have not been low carb. So that is a big update in my life. And I am not, with that update, I'm no longer worried about the scale because I could feel it. You know, when you just feel it and you just know, I don't need a scale to validate me. I just know I'm eating well. I'm eating high protein, which is a big thing. I don't think we understand the importance of protein. It's not just, and that's another thing why plant-based isn't for me. And I want it to be. I really like I love the premise of being vegan plant-based, but as a muscular woman, like I'm naturally tall, I'm 5'10". I am naturally athletically built, which means I possess a lot more muscle mass than average. Like just a regular woman. Oh shit, that scared me. um, just a regular woman, I just possess a lot more muscle mass than the average person. Okay. My body craves protein. And when I was plant based, I wasn't getting enough protein. And so I'm eating and I'm eating and I'm eating and I'm never quite satiated because what I'm eating isn't protein dense. And when I started eating high protein with the low carb diet, I understood why all these people are talking about protein this, protein that. I get it. I get it. Even if I have a shake mixed up with a frother and just down it, the satisfaction is on 100. On 100. Please, whether you are vegan, pescatarian, omnivore, whatever, do not underestimate the importance of protein because the satiety factor, the satiety level it provides, you'll understand. You'll need less noodles, you'll need less pasta, you'll need less rice, and you could really just fill up on some protein and vegetables and have a little bit of your starch or whatever carbohydrate on your plate and feel so satisfied and don't want more. The reason we have so many cravings is because we're not satisfying those nutrient needs. That's why junk food is junk food. You can eat it all day and never feel full because it's not satisfying any nutrient requirements. It's not hitting not a one of them. Maybe your sodium, yeah, it's going to go through the roof. Your sugar, sure, yeah, you'll become a diabetic after eating all those Twinkies. But will you be full? No, you'll be sick. You'll be sick because your cells are like, why? Why are you doing this to me? You could overeat a bag of chips. You can never overeat a pork chop. It'll never happen. You will become physically ill because it's just so satisfying. You may even finish half of it before you're like, I'm good. And that's why there's always room for dessert. You ever thought about that? How come we always have room for dessert? Because it's junk food. Like you just eat it and it hits no spots that are needed as far as a macronutrient. It's just um, like dopamine for your tongue. Just tastes good. You always have room for dessert. Always have room for ice cream. Always have room for a cookie. Always. Because it's not satisfying anything. You understand? I know you understand, but I just want to like really drive home that point. So yeah, low carb life, high protein life. This girl is like on it. And let me read some of your comments because we do live so we could chit chat. Thank you guys so much for the congratulations. Remember, once again, you can shop my new book. That's wild. You can shop my new book at the link. I'll put it in the chat. That's crazy. It's really, I'm proud of it. And Ava made me an author, a published author. That's wild. Let's get it on what do they call it? The New York Times. um Impatient crafter. I've stuck with it this entire month. Wonderful. I've never ever fasted before this challenge. I'm so proud of myself. Who am I? You're you. You're that girl. You're that girl. The Eva Monroe. Yes, the Eva Monroe. She is a publisher galore. That is awesome. My third child is born. Oh, my third. Wow. Yeah. That's crazy. I'm. That's you will really like if you're a newbie especially, and even if you're a veteran, like the things I cover in this book is everything I've ever spoken about in one. And she put it in such a great order that after that chapter, you're going to get the chapter you need to read after that, and the next and next and finally, and end with some journaling. It's great. Then there's also an e-version too, so you could get your hands on it right now. You don't have to wait for shipping. But we love a physical copy around here. You're getting this tomorrow. Thank you for changing my life. My absolute pleasure. You guys changed my life as much as I have yours, and support the book. I really labor of love. Hi, Nicole. Praise be to God. Yes, praise be to God. Praise be to God. I do want to disclaim, okay, there's God references in here. I'm a believer in Christ and the Lord. So, you know, there's some little scripture references. It's not biblical, but there are references. So, it's just to like motivate you. And I believe in God, and it's not overly biblical, but I just want you to be cautious if you are like, of another religion, or I don't know. I just wanted to put that out there. But it's good in a way that will motivate you and let you feel safe. I feel like religion has a lot of faith and safety in it. So I had to infuse that. Um, this is my feast day after my first 36 hour in like a year. Oh, that's wonderful. I have a hard time giving into cravings on day one. Yeah, it's 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 gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. Um, the just prepare for your worst time to be the evening, and if you could go to sleep early, go to sleep early. That's my biggest thing. If you could go to sleep early because the longer you're up, the more likely you are to mess it up. Okay? Usually I'm tired on fast days anyway, and the less carbs you have from the previous day, the easier. That's another thing when I did finish my PMS carb week and I was ready to do that fast, the fast, I didn't even know I was in the fast. Like I knew I was fasting, but the transition was smooth, smooth like baby bottom. Okay? It was the transition was easy. I loved it. I loved it. There was no that transition from running on glycogen to fat, that withdrawal of sugar. It was just a beautiful transition. It was lovely. And that's the reason why I did low carb because I was tired of the transition from running on carbs to running on fat. It is so uncomfortable. You get so cranky. You have the worst attitude. You have a headache. You feel lightheaded. You feel groggy. And that's why we have the electrolytes. But I can't do that every time I want to. I don't want to do that every time I fast. And yeah, it was a smooth transition. Your body hips love carbs, is why have to eat less of them. You lucky they go into your hips, girl. Mine go to my belly. I can't seem to get past day 2 successfully. I've been weightlifting, and that's why. If you're weightlifting, yeah. If you are far away from your goal weight, so say you have 30 30 30 or more pounds to lose, just wait until you get closer to your weight loss goal before you start weightlifting because for one, weightlifting will make you feel hungry, and for two, it'll mess with your results on the scale because you're building muscle, and muscle is very heavy and dense. Um, so if that's yeah, weightlifting hunger is real because the muscles that you're increasing is going to require food. How many grams is considered low carb? That's really dependent on the individual. I'm not counting. Um, how many grams is yeah, so that's really dependent on you. I stay as low carb as possible, and if I want like a fruit, I'll have a fruit. If I wanted like maybe a little dark chocolate, I have some dark chocolate. Other than that, I stay as low carb as possible. So breakfast would look like eggs, a few pieces of bacon, and some avocado last hours. For lunch, I'll have a big old salad with some canned salmon. La- Good. And for dinner, I'll have some cauliflower rice, some green beans, and a turkey burger. If I wanted a snack, I have mozzarella sticks, not the fried ones, like the little what do they call them? The cheese, the pull apart cheese, string cheese. I'll have some string cheese. I will have some nuts, or I'll have some Greek yogurt if I want something sweet with some of this Aldi thing called Keto Crunch. It's like quinoa, sunflower seeds, and some other fatty nut covered in dark chocolate. I'll sprinkle some of that on top of the keto yogurt or the Greek yogurt. Delicious, delicious. Delicious. So everything is like protein high and carb moderate. The MFing scale, yeah. Are you saying I can't be satiated unless animal protein is involved? No, I didn't say that. Missouri's watching. Oh, hey, Cheryl. Been doing ADF for the last week and a half and loving it. Thank you for changing my life. I'm 8 pounds down. Congratulations. 3 snaps in Z formation. Well, that's 4. Z formation. Okay, there we go. A book. Congrats. I'm on a no spend January, but I'm making an exception. Bless you. I have lost about 3 pounds in the past month with ADF. Change your diet. Start walking. Okay, so let me move on to my next update. Okay, so low carb life was the big update. Lumen. I've been doing my Lumen, which is this thing. My Lumen, when I wake up in the morning, I take a Lumen measure and it tells me if I'm in carb burning mode or fat burning mode. And what it's basically telling me, what my Lumen, and I've done it for like a week and a half now consistently. I have a few more days before it gives me a metabolic score on how well I'm able to switch between burning carbs and fat. But what this does is it kind of tells me actually how long I should be fasting. I remember when I was on this last year, and this is like a breathalyzer, and what it does is it reads the ketones in your breath, and it's connected to an app on your phone. The rest of the links are, please say the website aloud. Um, yeah, Fast to Feast guide. Okay. Lumen. Yeah, so what this shows me is, so I have 59. Oh, can you see that? So this is at 59%. I have a few more days to unlock my score, but so the closer you are to one is definitely fat burning mode. Monday I woke up at a 2, which is still fat burning mode, which is good. 3 is burning both. 4 is burning carbs, and there's 5, which means you are burning all carbs, no fat. Lately I realized that when I go too long fasting, I'll wake up in a 4 or a 3. But when I exercise before bed, I'll usually always wake up in a 2 or 3. So the Lumen kind of tells me some things. And I realized that last year when I was doing it, that long fast may not be for me. I might be spiking my cortisol. But I like burning fat. Like, what you want me to do? But I may not have to be 36 hours if I'm low carb as well. I'm just trying to find a workaround, y'all. But so that's a big thing I've been doing. I've been strict with my Lumen just to see how my range. I know today when because I ate carbs today, tomorrow I'm more than likely going to wake up with a 4 or a 5 score. I don't think it's going to be 5. It's more likely going to be 4. But after this live, I'm going to work out. So, speaking of working out, I have started a new program. I am doing Chloe Ting, her challenge, which I haven't done a workout program in a long time. I work out here and there. I do lifting. I did lifting. And I've been just doing workouts here and there, but I haven't done a program in a long time. So I am currently doing Chloe Ting's. And if you don't know Chloe Ting is Chloe Ting, like ting ting. I'm doing Chloe Ting's Weight Loss Challenge 2024. And I am on day 8. And when I tell you this woman's workouts, you know what I realized, and I didn't know this about Chloe Ting, is that she's actually a Pilates instructor. And that makes sense. Like finding that out, like I was yesterday years old when I found that out. because so many of her moves are so core intensive that you have no choice but to whittle your waist when you're doing her, like you have no choice, because this woman knows how to infuse Pilates and cardio into her exercises, and I think that's why they're so effective, because they're so shaping. When I tell you, I'm on day 8 and I just came off of a 2-day rest period because she had it infused into her program, 2 days rest. The way my waist is starting to go in, and the way I'm starting to get abs, and the way I'm starting to see it because I'm low carb. Don't let me out the house this summer. Don't let me do not let me out the house this summer, because I'm not going to know how to act. I'm just I won't be naked. I will just be too feminine. I'll just be like, I'm wearing all the corsets. I'm wearing all the skirts. I'm wearing all the dresses. Okay? I I'm just going to be too cute. Too cute. I'm going to look model-esque, because Pilates has a way of like lengthening the body, whittling down the waist, but because she's Chloe Ting, she's also infusing cardio. And I was going to say high intensity interval training, but what I've been loving and I've noticed about Chloe is she's not no longer doing high impact. She knows. She knows. Lately, maybe for the past year and a half or so, her cardio programs are like low to no impact. And I believe she knows that women's body don't like all that movement. Like, we don't like all that. Why? It drives up cortisol. And what is cortisol? It's the stress hormone. Are we supposed to have cortisol? Yes. The chronic cortisol release is that devil belly that you will get, that big fat, visceral fat buildup around the waist. And that can happen when you do things like over exercise, over stress, under eat. Cortisol, that's why, Dr. Minnie Peltz, she talks about not fasting the week before your period, because it does drive up cortisol. Anytime you are stressing the body, you're driving up cortisol, and fasting is stressful. Um, she stopped all that jumping, all them burpees. I realized that, and I love that for me. I love that for me, because I used to do insanity back in the days when I was like in college for real. Who jumping where now? Not I. Plyo who? Athletic drills where? Not at this big age. Never again. Never again. Never again. Um, the most I'll do is some 12-3-30, which is from Lauren Giraldo. Okay, 12-3-30 on the treadmill, which is 12 incline, 3 speed for 30 minutes. That is very effective and fat burning, and just enough stress to see some weight loss without. Not I, not me, says the pig. Okay. So I've been very excited, and I'm already seeing results. Like Chloe never disappoints me. My body responds so well to exercise, point blank period. But her training, I don't see how you could fail. Even if you don't lose weight off of it, you will lose inches. And if you don't lose inches, you will recomp. Okay? You will just, yeah, recomping is pretty much losing inches. So yeah, you'll at least the waist with the fast. And that it goes very well with fasting because it's not super stressful. You're able to do it without increasing your hunger. Big, big, big. And another big update, okay? I started walking more. Where? Where are you going? How are you doing it in the winter? No. After my meals, y'all, what I am doing is I'm turning on Leslie Sansone, okay? Leslie Sansone. I'm watching a lot of like murder mysteries on YouTube for some reason. Watching the body language of Chris Watts during an FBI investigation. Why? Just anyways. Leslie Sansone, the classic. She has a whole bunch of videos by other trainers, but I only want her. After my meals, especially dinner, depending on how much energy I have, I'm going to walk. And I've been doing this for the past week now. It has improved my digestion so much. It helps with my Lumen reading in the morning because I am burning off whatever carbs I had during that meal, and I'm improving my digestion. Like, that's such a big part of it, my digestive system. It really, really helps because if you're holding on to a whole bunch of poop, it's going to extend your stomach. And plus, we don't want to hold on to poop. We want to get rid of it because it's part of the excretory system. We need to excrete. So that is a big, 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 big thing. If you can do one walk, make it be after your dinner. Okay? If there's one walk to do it after your dinner. That really is a game changer. I realized that walk after dinner is the game changer. And no, you don't have to go outside. No, you don't have to buy a mini stepper. You can, but all those things just stand in the way of just getting it over with. And whether I am like I could do a 15-minute walk if I've exercised earlier in the day, or I could do a 30-minute walk. Either when, either or, I'm walking after dinner, right in my living room, in front of the TV while watching episodes of Love Island. I love it. I'll put an AirPod in my ear, put this on low, hear just enough to when she's switching it up, and watch Love Island. It is the best. Don't sit on your couch and pig out and watch Potomac Housewives. Stand up and get your march on. You don't even have to listen. All you do, turn your phone sideways and watch. Y'all, after dinner, you it's a game changer. It is a game changer, especially for your digestive system. Love, love, love that. Really, really been infusing a lot more exercise because it's time. It's time. You come to a point in your journey where it's like you got to do a little bit more. I'm one of those. I got to do a little bit more now. I wrote a book. Yeah, I'm having issues clicking on the link. Oh no. Yeah, so it's Fast to Feast guide. Check the link in the description box. The link in the description box, fasttofeastguide.com. How soon do you get the book? 3 to That's a good question. How soon do you get the book, Ava? Let me know. It might be 3 to 5 business days, but um either or, I'll find out and I'll let you know. You're getting your book. Oh, that's wonderful. And yeah, if you order the first 50 orders, we'll get a nice little gift, courtesy of Ava. Um, it's wonderful. You will love the book. Once again, Fast to Feast ADF guide. It is your one-stop shop for ADFing. If you are an ADFer, you're gonna need this. You really are, because I touch on everything I've ever talked about is covered in this book, all in one. All in one. Hi, Paola. Tomorrow would be 2 months since I started fasting, 15 pounds lighter. We love that for you. New to ADF. This is my first week. I teach fitness classes and I'm trying to manage ADF. Enough energy. I fasted all day Friday, but Saturday, meh. Make sure you're getting enough calories on your feast days. Ensure that you're having a good amount of protein on your feast days and carbohydrates for you. So you're gonna need some like slow digesting carbs. Sweet potatoes are good. Brown rice, bulgur. Um, and if you're a fitness teacher, Depends on how often you are teaching classes, because when I was doing overnights for my company, mm, it was a workout in itself, and I did it 5 days a week, and ADF was honestly a little hard to do while I was doing that because I was so active. I would easily reach 10,000 steps by the end of the shift, which is like 5 to 6 hours, and, also muscle because I was picking up things the entire shift. It made it hard, so I just kind of fasted maybe 3 times a week, so you might have to adjust, especially if you're a pretty active person. ADF is really for those sedentary Sallys like me. Sedentary Sally. I like that name. Ooh, we should put that on a shirt. Sedentary. No, I'm not claiming that. Never mind. Saturday energy level was meh. Okay. So shipping not available for North York. Um, Ava will look into that for you. I run my half marathon in a fasted state, just drank electrolytes, and after the marathon, I just went to sleep and felt great. My best time in That's amazing. That is amazing. You must have been running on cloud nine in a fasted state. That's awesome. That's wonderful. I'm so grateful for your content, obedience to helping other obedience. Today was my first feast day and I had so much control. Use that control and make the best option, like the best choices for yourself. I love that for you, Sunshine. Yeah, the Lumen. Lumen is pretty cool. I worked with them like 2 years ago, and I decided to pull this back out and use a different way to start tracking my progress. There's other ways to track your progress, y'all. Don't fall for this. Do not. There's a whole chapter in this book about the scale. Leave the scale alone. Leave the scale alone. The magic happens when you trust the process. I like how I always bring it back to the title of the live. There's so many more fun ways to track progress. Like this, instead of worrying about how much I weigh, this tells me if I'm burning fat. I like that. Huh, maybe I could do something to improve my score for tomorrow. What would set me up for today that I can get a 2 or at least a 3 tomorrow? Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the habit of sitting in front of the TV, doing nothing. I'm going to walk while I watch my evening programming. And I'm going to have a low carb meal for dinner. Even though I had pizza for lunch and even though I had, Rice Krispies for breakfast, I'm at least going to have a low carb lunch. And I am going to go to bed early. And I know that lowers cortisol. And you know what? I'm going to try on that dress that I haven't fit into at 3 years. Do those things because the scale is not going to tell you those things. Find other methods of tracking progress. You know how I knew I was making progress, especially with the low carb diet change? I felt it. I felt it. I felt it. I was really shocked because I was avoiding low carb life. I really was, and um, keto still ain't for me. But the reason I'm able the reason I'm able to do these walks at night was because I had energy and I really wanted to burn it up before I went to bed. The way I was marching with Leslie Sansone, I was like, where all this energy come from? Like, where is all this energy coming from? I couldn't believe it. That is a great way to gauge, like, am I doing something right? Am I doing something wrong? If I feel like ish, I probably should change something, especially if you are well into ADF, because in the beginning as a newbie, you're starting to go through your carb stores. So that transition from running on carbs to running on fat is not easy. It doesn't feel great. But if you are a seasoned ADFer and you feel like crap on fast days, there's something has to give. Something has to give. And when I say seasoned, I mean like months into it, because it doesn't take months to start running on fast. It doesn't. Something has to give. And for me, and I'm seasoned like cast iron. I should not be feeling like crap going into a fast day. So I had to just change the diet. And it, stomach gone flat, flat. The ass isn't on what's that yet, but we're getting there. We're getting there. When I get down to where I want to be, I will reincorporate weight training again. But right now, me and weight training ain't friends. And when I do, I'm not going back heavy. I think that's over for me too. High impact and super heavy strength training. No, no. I'm at that point in my life where I just don't want to heavy lift. I don't want to stress out my body. My joints ain't ready for it. The way the collagen is set up, like no. For those who are outside the US, email. Okay. All this information is in the description box. Okay. So if you're outside the US and you want to order, email the link at the bottom in the description box. My book will be on Amazon very soon, but right now the best price is on the website. If you woke up at, and the first 50 people will get a gift, okay? So if you woke up at 4 or 5, how many hours of fasting do you think it'd take to get down to a 1 or 2? I only do this once. In the beginning, I was doing it because it has different times for you to do it. The main one is when you wake up. That's the main one to determine your metabolic flexibility. That's the main one. You could also take a testing before exercising. You could also do a testing before a meal and after a meal. And you could also do a testing before bed. Okay, so it depends on what you're doing through the day. If you woke up at a 4 or 5, and you did high intensity interval training, and you were low carb that day, and you're fasting, like you could wake up the next day at a 2. I've never ever reached 1. I don't know what you have to do to become a 1. Uh, I don't know. I've never, even after a 36-hour fast, I've never ever reached 1. I've gotten to 2, gotten to 3. Who has 25 million subscribers? Who has 25 million subscribers? I would love to have 25. Oh yeah, Chloe Ting. Yeah, Chloe Ting. Yeah, she's a G, and she has a master's in kinesiology. So she's not just some fitness instructor. And this woman is actually grown. Is she not like 40? Like she looks like a teeny bopper. She's a grown ass woman with a master's degree. So don't underestimate her. Like she knows what she's doing. She knows what she's doing, and she's doing it very well. Chloe Ting for president. Yeah, good old walking off the pounds. Never underestimate the power of walking. I've known Leslie for years, and I believe she used to be a Pilates instructor. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I love you. It's nothing like a good old school workout. Just the simpler, the better. And that's what I like about Leslie. Simple. That's what I like about Chloe. Simple. Chloe's not telling you to like do these weird compound moves where you're moving. No, she does basics, and that's why she's so effective. A deadlift is a deadlift. A crunch is a crunch. She's not telling you to move left, move right, touch toe. No, it's just a very straightforward. I like that. I'm sorry, I keep bouncing this computer. I did order a mouse. Okay. The past few months, I started walking to and from work, and during my lunch break, I started loving winter walks in an audiobook. Winter walks are awesome. I like doing them with my boys. It's something about the crisp air. Really, you have a gazelle. I do my cardio there and love it. Yeah, cardio for president. It ships in 3 to 5 business days after it's printed. Wonderful. Thank you, Ava. A gazelle is like an elliptical. If I had to choose between the books Fast Like a Girl and Fast Feast Repeat, which one would you pick to begin ADF? You would pick this one. Link down below. Fast to Feast ADF Guide by Colleen Turner. Okay, get that one. Shameless, not shameless. I'm serious. Like this, I'm not. I have no problems. This is the one. Like I was looking at this because I wasn't part of the making of this. She sent me this after it was approved, and I was like, yes, yes, yes. She did an excellent job on this. Get this, especially if you're doing ADF. Everybody's talking about everything else. I'm strictly talking about ADF, and ADF is what got me to lose 60 pounds, over 60 pounds, 60 pounds in 8 months. And I could have got there faster. Get that. I spoke with a personal trainer to be trained by her and use practically. Ripped me a new one when she heard that I'm faster. How am I destroying my body? And so, oh God. And setting a back, all of that? What? What trainer hasn't heard about fasting? That is wild. Yeah. Watch out for people who are shamers. Let me tell you something about fasting. Everybody is meant to fast. Everybody can fast. The length varies from person to person, but that's why it's called breakfast. Okay? We everybody fasts. It's just that we're so used to doing it during the night in a very short period, but it's called breakfast because we break our fast with the first meal of the day. Breakfast could be 12 p.m., it could be at 9 a.m. But you're still breaking your fast because we all fast. We're meant to fast. We imagine if we didn't fast, we'd have to eat all day and all night just to stay alive. We're meant to fast. We're not meant to be always eating. And that's why sleep and rest is so important because that's when the body rejuvenates. That's when the body does all its processes. That's why sleep is, you will literally die if you don't sleep. That's when all the important processes in the body happens. And that's why when you're sleep deprived, you're more likely to be overweight. You're more likely to be overweight. You're just messing up the system if um, you don't sleep. So somebody like saying, "Oh, fasting, you're a horrible person and your child doesn't what?" I'm 45 pounds down in 6 months. Push that in their face. You just ordered the physical book. Wonderful, Darcy. You're gonna love it. You have to. Ava, is there a place where we could add reviews? Please add a section for reviews. Okay. I want you guys to review it because I really I want I, wa- I'm curious to hear what you have to say. I'm really impressed. I'm impressed. And the wonderful thing about reading it is you're going to hear me. Like you're going to read it and hear my voice. That's the coolest part. That's the coolest part. Um yeah, that's awesome. I took a week off from my menstrual and having a hard time fasting again. When you do that, that's when I did the experiment. When I took that week off, I was like, let me experiment with low carb. Had no problem getting back. And I wasn't derailed from overeating. It's hard to overeat when you're low. It's like you're so satisfied and the satisfaction lasts for hours. I can't believe I'm preaching low carb like that. I feel like a traitor, but I real I'm the hashtag Rice's life girl. Y'all, it's worth it. The thing is, like, I don't have a problem either. Like, I love cutting up peppers and eating it, and I love big salads, and I love making protein. Like, I love making a whole bunch of proteins and putting them in the fridge. I love experimenting. I'm having so much fun with lower carbs. I really am. You just ordered your book, Bianca. Oh, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Workout lady. Is there a Facebook group? Absolutely. The ADF Facebook group is 16,500 people and growing. There's a link down below in the description box. There's also the ADF Challenge PDF, which is free to download. There is also a playlist of bingeable videos. I have all the links in the description box. So if you are interested, even my lip color is down in the description box. Anything you want to know is in the description box. You bought a step tracker, love it. Keeps me in competition with myself. You'll be amazed at how many steps you can get in when you dance. Yes. Let me tell you something about dance. It's so underrated. For one, we're not listening to enough music, okay? We're getting old and cranky. Put on some music instead of the news and just bounce when you cook, bounce when you clean, bounce as you walk. Like, it's we're not dancing enough. I'll tell you that right now. We're not dancing enough. We need to dance more. And it's just so spirit lifting, um, mood changing, fun. We're not dancing enough. You can't you can't believe this channel is free. I know, right? That's why y'all gotta get the book. um Couple more updates and then I'm going to let you go. So I have bought some new supplements. And I'm trying some new electrolytes. So I bought these. These aren't necessarily for fast days, but when I do fast, no, when I do feast, I want to hydrate as much as possible. So I got the new Liquid IV, sugar-free. This tastes interesting. I like it. This is 20 calories for one stick. This has potassium, vitamin C, niacin, vitamin B6, 12, and pantothenic acid. And it has sodium. So what you want to look for in your electrolytes is sodium, potassium, magnesium. This is missing magnesium, but that's for a fast day. Fast day must-haves for an electrolyte: sodium, potassium, magnesium. This just has the sodium and the potassium, and this is in the white grape. So what I'll do is I'll put it in a large thing of water. This is a 40-ounce Hydro Peak. No, this ain't no Stanley. But I'll dilute it in a lot of water and drink it up and hydrate that way. I like this. I like it. I got it from Walmart. They have it on Amazon as well, but they had the really big one, but I didn't want to try the big one. So I'm glad I saw this in Walmart to try it, and I like it. I like that. It's cool. My go-to is usually Element, but I figured, like, let me try something else. And this one is Keto Vitals Electrolytes Powder. This is from Amazon. I forgot to link it, but I'll link it later. This is strawberry watermelon. Now this one is ideal for a fast day. Does this have any calories? I don't see any calories. This has no calories? That's wild. So this one is like a fast day friendly. So this is by Keto Vitals. It has calcium. Look at that. This has magnesium, chloride, sodium, potassium. Has a bit of caffeine from green tea, L-theanine, lion's mane extract, which the milligrams is negligible, and another extract. This is made with stevia. while this is made with, I believe, oh yeah, stevia as well. So that's another thing is like beware of sucralose. I'm really pushing away from sucralose. Stevia, monk fruit. I don't like xylitol or erythritol, which are sugar alcohols. They make my stomach run. Like they have like a diuretic effect on me. But in small doses they're fine. But mainly like stevia and monk fruit. So these are the two electrolytes I've been playing with lately. So that's cool. And the flavor on this is it tastes like electrolytes. Like this one is definitely fast day friendly. Oh yeah, there's 0 carbs and 0 calories. And it's strawberry watermelon. So this is fast friendly if you were treat fasting. Okay, y'all. TikTok got me. TikTok got me. TikTok got me. So I have been incorporating this greens. It was either between this or Bloom. And damn it, TikTok got me. They were just going on and on. And then not only were the creators going on and on about it, that people in the comments were like, I tried it and it was so amazing. Yes, check the description box for all the info down below. So I got it. And this is the Kiala Super Greens. And this flavor is Tropical Splash. They have this in TikTok shop, but I got it off of Amazon. And it's good, y'all. It's good. It's good. It's really it's effective. It's effective. It is effective. For one, it tastes delicious. It tastes damn good to me. It tastes damn good. For two, it helps with bloating a lot. How do I know? Because it makes me burp. I don't burp. I don't know what in me is broken that doesn't cause me to burp, but it causes a lot of bloating because I don't burp. This makes me burp, which means I know it's working. I know whatever probiotics or supplement is working when I burp. This makes me burp, which is a very good thing. For two, it has your greens. For three, it has all the greens I need, um, which everyone should have a greens. Not doesn't have to be this one, but everyone should have like a greens supplement. No, we're not getting enough greens, especially if you're ADFer. You're not getting enough. You're not. So supplement it in. This aids in bloating, immunity, energy, and digestion. I love this. Quality ingredients indeed, organic ingredients. The only thing, the only thing, the only thing, and I know that's what makes it taste so good, is there's sucralose in it. There's sucralose in it, which I really want to stray away from. But would I buy this again? Yeah, I would buy it again. And I want to try all the other flavors. I mix this into smoothies as well. My kids love them. I put this in a cup with a scoop of protein powder, blend it all up, put a lot of ice in the shaker cup, and just drink it. The protein mixed with this, a treat. A lot of ice. Oh, y'all. Just have that for dessert, honestly. Delicious. So Kiala Greens, you win. You win. You got that. You got that. Another supplement I have is the Vital Proteins collagen peptides, but this one is in chocolate. What? For one, I don't know what took me so long to try the chocolate one because I'm not usually a chocolate girl. But if you've been here a while, you know I am a huge fan of peptides, especially Vital Proteins. Actually, I only rep Vital Proteins because I find theirs mixes the best and is absorbed the best, but personally. But I got the chocolate one, and why am I adding it to a coffee in the morning, on a feast day? And it's delicious. Why am I mixing this into overnight oatmeals and it's wonderful? Why am I putting this in Greek yogurt and it's a dessert? Why, like what took me so long to get the chocolate one? this was a smart purchase. Very much loving the collagen peptides in chocolate. This is protein and it doesn't taste like protein, you know? So this is 20 grams of collagen peptides, 18 grams. Wow, that's big. 18 grams of protein, but this is for 4 tablespoons. So I'll usually have 1 to 2 tablespoons. Who's having 4 tablespoons? Like, why did they put 4 tablespoons? They want you to use it up, and it's made with stevia. Love this. Love it, love it, love it. No sugar. Helps with skin elasticity, hair and nail support, healthy joints and bones. You know what I'm excited for? Because I just did my retie, and my loctician, she was already saying, your hair grows fast. Your hair grows. I always knew my hair grew fast, right? Because she had quite a bit of retying to do with just 5 weeks of growth. With me upping my protein the way I am, child, I'm gonna have to go back every 3 weeks. I can't afford that. The way my hair is about to take off into the stratosphere, next thing you know, I'm just gonna be Rapunzel, and you're gonna ask me, did I get lock extensions? I'm gonna be like, no, it's just a retie. Like, what are you talking about? Thank you. I'm very excited to see what extra protein in my diet looks like. I love that for me. And I just wanted to show you the my go-to liquid vitamin. I've been taking this for a while now. This is my liquid hair, skin, and nail, but I just use it as a multi. And if you have any kind of liquid supplement, it's 100% absorbed. Don't fall for the gummy. Gummies are a scam when it comes to multivitamins and vitamin C and vitamin D. Don't fall for gummies. Get you a capsule or a liquid. Get you a capsule or a liquid, okay? Because tablets very rarely break down. If you have tablets and you want to get better absorption from them, right? I made a little short. What you do, you place the tablet on a spoon, take another spoon and crush it. Crush the tablets and then take it down, preferably with like some kind of vitamin C, orange juice, right? And that's how you'll get more absorbency from a tablet. But ideally, get you a capsule or get you liquid because the gummies are a scam. You want to know how I know? I'll never stop telling this story. My niece accidentally ate a jar of like some Disney princess gummies, and she's here to live. She's still alive to tell the tale. It's not funny, but it's like it's like what? Like we didn't have to take her to the hospital or anything. Like she was fine. She didn't even poop more. Nothing happened. Nothing. These gummies are a scam, y'all. So don't fall for it. Get you a liquid, and this is by Curls. I don't even think they make this anymore. I got these actually from Marshalls. I have another one that I need to finish up. But this is going to make my hair growth take off as well. Even better because it is liquid. So those, oh, and one last update. Dry January. I told you one. I broke January. I didn't make it. I went on a damn date and the guy got a bottle of wine and I was like, so I partook in the bottle of wine. Well, I tell you, the wine was damn good though, because I like me a sweet red. It was so good. What was the name of it? I think it was called Poppy. It was called Poppy. Was it worth breaking my dry January? No. But do I mm, that's why you have when you're doing things, y'all, you really have to sometimes be alone. That's why they say like do your things in isolation and then come out a new person, reinvented, renewed because distractions. If you can, do as much as you can quietly and alone. If you are in a season of transformation, elevation, leveling up, glowing up, Don't worry about dating. Don't worry about dating right now. Because for one, you're probably not in the greatest of mentalities to date because you are working on yourself. And if you're working on yourself, all your energy needs to be concentrated on you. If I'm looking outward during a season during a season where I'm supposed to be looking inwards, that means I'm trying to not focus on myself. I'm self-sabotaging. I'm self-sabotaging because I would rather give my time, energy, and focus to someone else than put it on me. That's self-sabotage. Because I'm literally looking outside myself for something to do other than what I need to be doing. Okay? So I ideally don't need to be dating because I'm doing stuff. If I'm dating, it's because I'm trying to escape what I need to do with distractions. Don't fall for it. Don't be like me because I could have went through dry January perfectly. But here I am trying to take up a little date. I'm broke the damn dry January, but at least I'm honest with y'all. I never drank again after that day. It was half a bottle of wine. Um, when you're dating too, it's like you're going to all these places and eating and you're not on track and just doing all this stuff. Doing all this stuff. But let me see what y'all talking about. You're at home all the time. I don't know if that's good. I really need to get out the house. Every month I told myself I need to do something grand. I really have been looking at galas to attend. I have about 2 on my calendar. When it warms up, I need to go to some tennis and golf events because I'm in Miami looking for a hoochie daddy, whatever that means. No, I'm just trying to. I want to be around people that elevate, you know, men and women. I want to be around people that I admire. That's what it is. I want to be around people that I admire. I'm tired of being the lifter. I want to be lifted. I want to be lifted too. I want to have somebody like, yeah, wow. Yeah, I really love how you think. I want a mentor. I'm tired of mentoring or being the elevator or, I'm tired. I want people to teach me. I want to be in places where I'm not the smartest one in the room or even think I'm the smartest one in the room. I want to be the one that like tries to be like them. That's what I'm ready for in this part of my life. Like I want to be around people that are just doing the damn thing and I want to be like I'm tired of like trying to lift. And this has nothing to do with you. Like I love you guys on YouTube. I'm talking about like in real life. In real life. Like you guys are my passion. I love it because this is where I pour my heart out. But then I also want to be fed into as well and I need to start putting myself in places where I can meet those people. So whether it's like business luncheon with women or mindset meetings, that kind of stuff. I really want to, talking about wealth and investing and going to seminars and that kind of stuff. I want to start putting myself in those kind of areas where you start elevating, like being in the house and watching reruns and on demand. I'm not doing anything. I'm not meeting people. How am I expecting to network and I ain't meeting nobody? I can't meet them on the couch. They're not gonna break through the door and be like, "Yeah, here's the sauce." Like what? It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. So at least once a month. At least once a month. At least, Colleen. Please do yourself that. I was very proud of myself when I went to this nice restaurant. Everybody in there was wearing a nice suit. Like, yes. I met two business owners and I've been meaning to go to their restaurant. They own a restaurant. Like, that's dope. They own two restaurants. They own one in Queens, and that's how we bonded because I'm from Queens, New York. And they had one in Queens and one in my area now. And I was like, you ladies are doing the damn thing. And I just want to be impressed too. I don't want to be like, oh, what you doing? Oh, you saying you in school? Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, that's good. That's cool. I don't want. I want to be like, oh my god, how did you make the millions? If you don't see it, then you can't be inspired. Because I'm a person, I don't hate. I become inspired. But if you're not around it, if you're not in it, just like, are you going to take advice from somebody who's fat, or are you going to take advice from somebody who was fat and became slim? You're going to do the latter because they achieved what you want. You know, I want to I want to achieve too. I want to do more than be skinny. I want to take the skinniness and be amongst the wealthy. Just infiltrate. Be like, oh, you think I'm one of you? Why, yes, I am donating. How much are you donating tonight? Oh, that's all? How's the calamari? Just fake. Fake for no reason. But guess what? You fake it until you make it. It's fake. How was the date? The date was cool. He actually just texted me today. I had paused it for a little bit because exactly what I told you. I was like, I don't, it's like I like the idea, and then the actuality is like, oh, I don't know. I'm really enjoying being single right now. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, it's fun. I like not having somebody to respond to, or like, once you're in it, it feels great. But then they're like, hello? Yeah, I'm home now. Like, it's nice. It sounds nice, but it's like, all right, I'll talk to you. Yeah, so I got something on the stove. Let me go. Like, I don't feel like, hello? See you again? Yeah, I'm texting. I'm not ready. And all that shows me is just I'm not ready. I should be like, oh, hi, honey. Oh, I'm so glad you called. I don't feel like that right now. Nice man though. You know what? If somebody invited me to the Super Bowl, I would definitely take that up. I want to go to the Super Bowl so bad. Why? Just to be there. Just to be there. You love my hair. Thank you, Miss Brooks. Yeah, I got a retightening. Dang, when was it? Last week? Not even last week. Dang, yeah. The 25th. Yeah, I just got a retightening. It's a good amount of a little bit of growth, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of growth. It's an interesting shape. See, if I didn't tuck it, this is how, y'all, if I didn't tuck it, this is how it would look. My hair grows so funky. It's not even fun. It's not even funny. Look at, like, who does that? So I always have to tuck it, or else I would look like who did it and ran, because my crown grows very slow and then the perimeter grows very fast. When I tell you the crown grows slow, not only does it grow slow, it is a completely different texture. It is very fragile, very fine, and it is very slow growing. So I'm always massaging it. I can't put oil in it right now. Um, but yeah, my babies are growing. Um, we'll see what happens. I'm in Miami. Behave yourself. Okay. Boing. um, yes, please be sure to give me a like on your way in. Yeah, so the date was fine. What was he? A financial? was an accountant. He was an accountant. He was an accountant and also property manager. Very nice. Very nice. Um, let's see. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I did write a book. It's called The Fast to Feast Guide. It is the ADF guide you need to start your ADF journey. It's everything I've ever said to you, all in one book, very succinct. The scale, the importance of feast day, strict fasting versus treat fasting, the power of being self aware, very important, journaling, all that. Everything you need about ADF is right there. And at the back, you get some journaling pages and prompts to start your journaling. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So the link is down below. Pinot Noir has the highest level of resveratrol. Don't even try to like justify it. Don't even try. Don't even. I broke dry January. Gotta have some fun though. Gotta have some fun. Yeah, yeah. It's hard to have fun without eating. Like, I'm definitely gonna go back and do a sip and paint. A sip and paint. I'm not gonna sip, and if I do sip, it'll probably be like water. I definitely want to do like a Valentine's Day sip and paint. It's like I need to do things that do not require food. Like I'm tired. I'm tired of eating. I just want to do stuff, and it's hard to find things to do. Like I want to meet people without food. Let me know in the comments. Give me some ideas. Hi, Ankita. Thank you, honey. Oh, let me re-up. I'm such a goof. This is the NYX Fat Drip Lip Oil in Supermodel. Join a club. What kind of club? Let me know. I was looking for social clubs. Most of them are in New York City, and I'm in upstate New York. It's that's what it is. It's where I am. It's where I am. It's a lot of how do I say this without being classist and egregious? A lot of backwoods stuff to do, like axe throwing and beer drinking. It's a lot of that. It's a lot of that. And no problem with that. It's just like I probably am not meeting the people I want to meet with those kind of events. Like so it's not ideal. Um I probably will do more Jersey things because I work in Jersey. Thank you, Sharon. Yeah, I'm very proud of the book me and Ava made. You have your girls though? Yes. We are already plotting and planning on Essence Fest, me and my girls. Um, actually, I need to bring up to them going to Caravana in Toronto because we used to go to Toronto every year and then COVID happened and then we stopped going to Toronto. Toronto. We have family there, so we stay with family. But we about to Slim body gonna be all up and through mass. I've always wanted to do mass. That is on my bucket list. My bucket list is to play in mass, buy one of them $5,000 bikinis and the sparkling bras with the wings on it, a headdress, and push me into the street. And we just, why the water running? Why the water running? Just all day until I am dehydrated and somebody have to lift me up off the ground and just feed me street corn. That's my dream. I need to play in somebody's mass, whether it's the Labor Day parade in New York City, whether it's Caravana in Toronto, whether it's crop over, or somebody have to let me in because I'm not dying without it happening. Okay, loose belly and all. Minna business. Colleen for president. I should run. Colleen, who helped you with the book. I would like to talk to them for my book. You can't have her. You can't have her. You can't. You can't talk to her. She's mine. I would never block her blessings. Ava Monroe. Ava is her name. Um, Ava, she's a book publisher, so you'd have to reach out to her. By the way, I'm not surprised you have a book. It is definitely in the way you express yourself and love to talk and give info. It's a no-brainer. Thank you. You know what? A book has always been the goal, but I was like, I knew I would never write a book. I don't have the patience. I don't have the tenacity. There's things that you talk yourself out of, and then there's things you know about yourself. Those are things I know about myself. I knew that if somebody else wasn't writing it, I was not. I was not going to sit down anywhere and create a book. And God just so happened to let this happen for me with minimal effort. And I'm so proud. Like it's so educational, it's so informative. It covers everything. And it is informative, educational, and funny because it's in my tone of voice. A little no nonsense, but relatable. Love that for me. Thank you, Sharon. Do you use dating apps? That's why I need to get out the house because I really hate dating apps. They actually bring on anxiety. I agree you are not ready. When it's time, you will know. Amen. Absolutely. Yeah, I just made a book. So check out the description box. I'm gonna start wrapping this up so I could get my exercise in for the day. Talking too fast, calm down. I lost 35 pounds, but hit a plateau. Still fasting, but haven't lost weight in 3 weeks. What can I do? I have 4 pounds. You have 4 pounds to your goal weight. Girl, I'm here thinking you have 4 pounds to your goal weight. Okay, I respect it. Just focus on your diet, clean up your diet. You might have to switch up your fasting pattern. Your body might be accustomed to it. So maybe if you give yourself a little time to just eat a little bit more, then restart ADF if that's what you want to do. Or you might not even need ADF anymore because ADF is really for people that have a lot of weight to lose. At that point for you, you are going to, especially with 4 pounds left, you're going to have to clean up your diet and you're going to have to put in some more cardio. Okay, a little bit more cardio. You're going to have to increase your cardio. Speaking of dating app, I have Bumble. So Bumble's bothering me. I'm going to get rid of it though. Believe you me. I think my premium ran out today too. Perfect. You love playing slots, not too expensive. There's a lot of old men in there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Let me stop. I know you don't like talking astrology here, but what's your sun, moon, and rising? I am a Scorpio sun. My birthday is November 5th. I'm Aquarius moon, which is where I get my intelligence and quirkiness from. And my rising is a Sagittarius, which is where I get my bold confidence and probably ADHD from, because Sagittarius can't sit down for nothing. They are on the go, honey. Very adventurous. And that's me. You came in late and there's a February. Somebody said February. What? Maybe. Should we do a February challenge? Hit like if you think so. Should I do another 7 days February challenge? That's a good point. I wouldn't mind doing that. I really like the hit like if you would like a February challenge and give me a heart. Give me a heart. Would you like a 7 day February challenge? I could do that. I could do that. I see the hearts pounding. Okay. I could see the hearts. All right. So we'll wrap up with that. Tomorrow is the 31st. And then February. I could do that. It's not the week before my period or anything. I'm open, and I could I think that's a really good idea, actually. Let's do that. Let's do that, do that. All right. So I will plan for that. Um, I might tweak some of the rules. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, so we'll prepare. Once again, y'all, The Fast to Feast Guide by Colleen Marie Turner. Yes, that is my name, Colleen Turner. Please don't Google me. Please, please don't Google me. And Ava Monroe is here. Very proud. If you are a newbie, if you are old school, if you want to restart, this is the only ADF guide you need. It has everything you need, and it is so sufficient. It'll get you started quick, fast, in a hurry. All right. Thank you so much for joining me on this live. February 1st it is. Let's do another challenge. You guys are the first to know. All 120 of you. Another 7-day challenge. Let's do it. Once again, all the information will be down in the description box. Everything you need to know is down below in the description box. Thank you so much for joining me on this live, and I will see you February 1st with another 7-day challenge. Why not? Why the hell not? We like those. Bye.